ASRock TRX40 Creator Opinion. So, ASRock TRX40 Creator. The board turned out to be very curious. ASRock engineers used a number of non-standard layout solutions in order to fit in the standard ATX format, and at the same time not to shrink the functionality. Just an 8-phase VRM node, albeit on components designed for currents under 90A, surprisingly did an excellent job of providing power to the 64-core processor, warming up to only 71 degrees. First of all, of course, thanks to the active cooling by the fan. But its rotation curve is aimed at lower operating temperatures, and not at acoustic comfort. Even in the case of the flagship Threadripper 3990X, speed can be reduced. This 37mm propeller is somewhat annoying with stock options. The board will pull out the overclocking of the 24-core model, but the 32-core and the more so 64-core one is gone. Under them you need a 16-phase feeder. The obvious strengths included the presence of a USB Type-C port with a bandwidth of 20 gigabits, a Wi-Fi 6 wireless network interface, as well as a 10 gigabit network, which is useful for content creators. The flexibility of the PCI Express 4.0 lane allocation allowed ASRock to implement as many as 4 flushed PCIe slots capable of operating in X16, X8, X16, X8 mode, while 3M.2 can function simultaneously with them. Do not forget that the ASRock TRX40 Creator is priced at $460. Which is the price bottom by the standards of motherboards based on the TRX40 chipset. To summarize very briefly, the board turned out to be fat, but a compromise. The compromise is that you have to endure the fan on the power supply, and if it were 16-phase, it would have cost without a propeller. For my money, and the difference between the budget motherboards with the AMD TRX40 chipset and the non-budget ones naturally falls into the abyss. Like $400, $500 and $1,000 plus, the motherboard turned out to be solid. Editor's choice. Plus. Price compared to other boards on TRX40. Standard ATX format. VRM node on 90 amp assemblies. Excellent temperature performance of the VRM node. Advanced SoC and memory slots. 3 CoolDim.2 slots. 4 flushed PCIe X16. Postcode indicator. Advanced audio path with amplifier. Abundance of gilding. USB 3.2 Gen 2 to Type-C port 20 gigabits, built-in Wi-Fi 6. 2.5 and 10 gigabit network interfaces. Plus. A high heatsink of a VRM node can cause conflicts with the processor cooler. Noisy fan on the VRM node.